Hi friends, it's me Chelsea, your tarot reader, mindset coach, intuitive guide, all the things. And here's the tea today, or the coffee, really. Eclipse season is upon us. Yes it is. This week we are headed into our new moon in Taurus, which is also a new moon solar eclipse. Our eclipses are on the Taurus-Scorpio axis this year. And eclipses are, why do we care about eclipses? Eclipses are here to shake shit up, is the best way I can say it. They are endings, they are beginnings, they are times of change and transformation. They are kind of these like black hole portals and wormholes to what's next, and they can feel rocky. Last spring eclipse season, my life essentially collapsed in on itself in the greatest way, right? You know, just a lot of change, and sometimes that can feel like a lot. They are not a time for actively manifesting. They are a time for allowing, for seeing what's ending, seeing what's coming in, and working with acceptance and allowing. Great, of course, to release, to look inwards, etc. So for our new moon solar eclipse reading, we are here. We're going to do release and receive with the Moonchild Tarot and Visions in the Liminal Space. What are we releasing? What are we receiving? Let's dive in. All right, in the position of release, we're pulling the Empress. Interesting, okay. In the position of receive, we're pulling the Four of Wands. All right, so this is a bit of a shift from a feminine energy to a bit of a more masculine one, right? So maybe we've been in the creative space, in the space of our feels of fertility, of kind of bringing ideas, giving birth, right, is what we think of with the Empress. We think of fertility, we think of kind of the wildness and bringing it into the world. And with the Four of Wands, this is more of like a celebratory energy. First of all, it's like we've got the strong foundation and the bonfire is burning, and we can celebrate that. So what we don't, and not to say we don't need to be creating, because creating is always a great thing, right? But we do need to allow ourselves to be feeling the excitement build from the stuff we've been working on. So it's less about being in the trenches of creating, and like, you know, I think as I've been working on my book, I keep thinking like, I wish I could just disappear for a solid amount of time and like just disappear from the world and finish this, right? We're no longer disappearing to work on things. We're out in the world to celebrate. And that doesn't necessarily mean that things are finished, but maybe we're celebrating the process. Maybe we're celebrating it's not finished yet, but it's coming. But we're celebrating the fire we've built, okay? Initial reaction. Let's see what our visions have to say. Okay, with release, we're pulling Eureka. I have found it. And with receive, we're pulling Sky Daddy. Oh my God, like this is just lovely, because what we're releasing isn't this like negative thing that's weighing us down. It's still a beautiful thing. It's almost like we're releasing doubt around whatever we've created. We've tapped into the feminine energy. Maybe we've found the balance between this, you know, feminine nurturing, healing, and this masculine action of doing, okay? And usually for most of us, just because we live in a society that's very do, what are the results, what are we producing, what's progressing, okay, the more feminine side of things does tend to get left in the wayside. So it seems like we've reconnected, we've found the feminine. We know how we relate, what we need in order to fill our cups, what we need in order to feel like we are creating and being of service and nurturing ourselves and others. We have found it. Amazing. And now we can move into, like, again, Sky Daddy. This is like warm, masculine, like feeling the sun on our face, feeling what happens when, like, okay, we did this, we found this. And I'm just, you know, I'm going to share personally as someone who was so disconnected from the creative, from any feminine energy, to be completely honest, I was very disconnected from it for a long time. And I didn't know, right? I was just in this like masculine, go, 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 work, 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 produce, all of that. And then I kind of realized and boomeranged the other way and was like, I just need to be in the feminine for a while. I need to sit, I need to feel, I need to heal. And I was imbalanced this way, and then I became imbalanced the other way on purpose, but still imbalanced, right? And what I want us to know is that as we work to balance it, it doesn't mean we're gonna lose all of the healing and creating that we've done. We have found how it is we relate to the feminine and how we nurture and fill up our cups. And so now we can participate more with the external. We can opt into more of these masculine things. We can be in the doing. We can be in the full calendar, in the meetings, getting shit done, without burning out. Okay, like this Sky Daddy is a nurturing energy, and the Four of Wands is a good party. Okay, so I'm really, really loving this. So as we go through this eclipse season, it doesn't mean don't do the feminine things. Of course, still do. What is coming through is don't be afraid to also receive the ways in which the more masculine things are coming into your life, whether it be opportunities, things that maybe require that drain energy from you. You still have the ability to refill and recharge that energy. You didn't lose it, so you don't need to like death grip and hang on to it out of fear. Allow that to, any fear around burning out, around disconnecting, allow that to release and receive the warm sun on your face, the opportunities, celebratory energy of what you've created. Let that sink in, let yourself receive it and do. And we talked about that last week, right? This Taurus season, like we're doing things. And it doesn't mean we're burning out. It just means we're doing things, okay? All right, I love you guys as always. I'll see you here next week. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, all of the things. Good luck this eclipse season. Let me know how it goes. Join us on Patreon. I don't think I've said that in a few videos. If you're not on Patreon, you should be with us on Patreon. Daily tarot stuff, a lot of other stuff around, working with your subconscious, working with your mindset, recognizing your patterns and moving past them so you can lead yourself confidently. I see you. I love you. I'd love to see you on Patreon. See you next week.